One of my favorite dishes with squid is to stuff it with different ingredients that you would not usually think you could stuff squid with. A lot of people eat it in calamari, deep fried, stuff like that, but I think just this brings it to a whole different level. So I got these two beautiful, fresh, native squids that are just absolutely massive, and I cleaned it up by removing the dorsal bone, and then the heads over here, I removed the little teeth that they have in front. Now, just for the stuffing, I want to do something really simple that just brings back a little bit of Spain, but with some nice sweetness and tartness to it. So I'm gonna start with just a chorizo. Since for two squids, I'm just gonna use half of it. Chorizo, so it's like a spicy Spanish sausage, basically, that's cured. So you don't really have to cook it anymore. So I'm just gonna slice it into little pieces. Now to this, we're just gonna put it all in the bowl over here. To this, just to counterbalance the fattiness and the spiciness of the chorizo, I'm just gonna use some seedless grapes, put that in there, and you'll see they'll release a nice like sugary caramel juice into the squid when it burns up just a little bit. So it's just a fantastic complement to the dish, basically. So I added about 10 little seedless grapes here that I just chopped up really quickly. I'm just gonna put that into a bowl here. Then to this whole mixture, we're just gonna add some bread. So I've got some old bread, crusty bread again. Like any good stuffing, usually for turkey, for pork, for chicken, bread is always a counterbalance because it really sucks up all the juices that are released by the vegetables and everything. So we're just gonna put that in. It's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful dish, beautiful taste. So it's nice and crusty, it's kind of old, and that's perfect just to soak up all those flavors. Next thing you wanna do is give it a little bit of liquid so that it really holds up all together. So that's where our lemon comes in. So half a lemon right into the bowl here like that. Okay, then some fresh parsley, just chop that. Just gives it a nice, fresh, bright taste. Add that here. And of course, some olive oil, just a couple of lugs, some black pepper, and of course some salt. Not too much because the chorizo is already salty. Give it a nice, quick toss. Okay. Next, what you want to do is you're going to get your squid here, and then we're just going to stuff it in slowly just to make it sure it's nice and full, but not too full either because you don't want it not to close or to break while you're cooking it. Okay, we're going to leave a little inch there just so that we can close it up. So we're going to use little spikes or toothpick, and just like if you're sewing someone shut, is you're going to put it through like that so that it stays nice and closed. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing with the other one. If you see that the squid's too small, then don't be afraid to just use two toothpicks. That way it stays nice and closed, or at least it keeps it from falling out. Now we're just gonna slap that onto the grill here. Right there. It's nice and hot now, so you can put it straight on direct heat. And we're just gonna let that cook for about 4 minutes evenly inside. Just until you know that it's nice and cooked and the tentacles or anything that's on it just curls up, then you know it's ready. So after about 5 minutes, we're just gonna flip them around. You'll see that they're nice and blackened, basically. And it gets that nice reddish color to come out, and you know it's basically ready. So we're just gonna flip them, and we're gonna do exactly the same thing, just wait for 5 minutes until everything just really cooks well together. After 5 minutes on either side, you'll see that they're nice and firm already. So it basically means it's ready. So we're just gonna take it off the grill. Then we're gonna remove the skewers. Make sure not to burn yourself. Grab a nice plate, and this is something that's just great and fantastic served with like a salad or something fresh or any barbecue side, basically. So we're just gonna get our stuff here, get a nice sharp knife, and then we're just gonna cut into it. If you lose some of the stuffing along the way, it's completely fine. And piece by piece, just put that onto the plate here. So just gonna spread that out onto the plate. See, it's nice and cooked inside. It's just a fantastic dish. You can even just eat it alone if you want to. You don't really need to put it inside with it or anything. And then just to finish off, like I always like to do, and add a little bit more olive oil just right on top, just to help everything combine. A bit more salt, some pepper, some last minute seasoning, Just a nice squirt of lemon. Just go right on top. And it's a really smart and effective and just delicious lemon dish that not a lot of people would expect from a barbecue.